Hello everyone, welcome new video here. This time it's going to be about Arueshalae, so let's start right now. She's pretty easy to build. There's nothing very... You can't miss the the right thing to pick with her, but anyway, I think you get her at level 8 or 9. I think it's 8. So what we do here is keep 20 level here in our class. We get weapon focus longbow at level 9. At level 10 we get the style fit ranged point blank master, so that when we attacked and we are near other enemies we don't trigger attacks of opportunity. Then we take Demons of Slaughter and we keep going with Demon of Magic. Our entire job, the whole game, is to kill a Demon of Magic because she already have a favored enemy with them, so that's a lot of extra damage and extra chance to hit. So as you can see, you have Dredge, all you drew, and Succubus, but you also have one of the worst enemy. It's the Shadow Demon, for example. They count as Demon of Magic, so yeah. Very nice, very strong. So then at level 11 we keep going into improved initiative. It's the same theme as everyone. We want to get to the highest number possible. So yeah. 13 we get critical focus. That's just to get flaying critical. We don't have a crazy critical each chance, not each chance, but threat range. It's only 19 to 20. But there's not that much good stuff that you can pick here. Maybe if you were to not use that, you could use what I would do, maybe, if I have, if I had to, would be to pick here Metamagic Extend, so that I can use more level 3 here into level 4. But the issue is that we like level 4 too much for freedom of movement. If you have another way to get it a lot on everyone, it's very nice. We don't have anyone else that can do protection from energy, so level 3 here has to fight for instant enemy and protection of from energy. So yeah, that's the other choice you can make here. Then we take improve critical in the middle here, level 14, between 13 and 15. 15 we keep going into Demon of Magic, but we take Demon of Strength. There's something to be said about undead, taking undead here. I think it's really not a bad idea. We take it at the end, but there's a ton of undead enemy that you have to fight still. I think, I mean, maybe not a ton, but the issue with undead is that they are usually way stronger than your typical demon of slaughter or demon of strength or humans. Yeah, I mean they are very much an issue if you let them live long enough. So I think there's a lot of undead starting Act 3. You have it in Ravaged Longhouse. You have it in Winter Sun, some undead. You have that in you have all the specters. I mean, there's many places where you have to fight those. So it's up to you which one you pick first. But undead is definitely not a bad choice. So yeah, at 15 we keep going. 17, Hammer the Gap. There's not much that you can take here, really. At least for range character. Maybe if you have a ton of melee, you can go into snapshot. I would probably go into some sort of snapshot here. 1, 2, 3 point here into snapshot. And then I will end with whatever. Hammer the Gap maybe. 18 we have a style fit. I took Great Fortitude because there was toughness too, but she already has so much health. So if she's going to die, I mean, so many other were dying first. So yeah, I usually avoid that. Yeah, so her fortitude saved. If she can get better, I like it. I think it's very useful. And then we take Vital Strike. That's only for the opening. Basically, when we have a surprise round, I only have a standard action, and half the time already I forget to use it. But you will do a little bit better damage with Vital Strike rather than just one attack. But it's nothing crazy, to be honest. So level 20 we finish into Demon of Magic. I took Undead here. Absolutely useful. You still have what do you have? You have Midnight Isle DLC, ton of undead. You have the main campaign, you have some undead here and there. Dance of Mask, I'm pretty sure I saw some undead too. So undead is really the third most present enemy here. So yeah. Alright. Yeah, you get Quarry at level 11 and then the free one at level 19. I will talk more about that when we talk about gear. Alright, Mythic Path. So, Master Shapeshifter, just like Wendwag. Basically, we use Aspect of the Falcon. Something needs to be said about that. Pretty sure the competence bonus to attack work with any kind of other competence bonus. I think I know why it stacks. It's because this is only on rage attack, and other competence are all kind of damage and attack. So that's why it stacks. It seems in this game. You have the bracers too. Gonna talk about the bracers, but it gives a competence bonus that stacks too. Maybe not with this, but it stacks with the songs bonus. So yeah, you have that you can't use as a spell, and that counts as a polymorph spell. So that is what we use to trigger Master Shapeshifter. Once again, +2 attack, +2 damage, +2 reflex save, +2 fortitude save, +2 initiative. Very strong. At the start of Act 2 like that, +2 is very strong. Anyway, then we take a rapid shot. I mean, when I say start of Act 1, Act 2, you don't get her in the start of Act 2, but you get her more like start of Act 3 or end of Act 3, it's up to you. Usually I pick her after the start of Act 3, so she already has 3 mythic level. So yeah, mythic rank 2 rapid shot to alleviate the damage attack penalty on attack rolls. Abandon casting in 3. Why is that? Because you have to keep that up for long dungeons, so you need a good duration. You have 3 caster level less than a full caster, so that duration is going to go fast, so you want more spells. So there's one. You want always to have those 2 at the same time. Aspect of the Falcon and Hurricane Bow. That's make your weapon go from 1d8 to 2d6. You want Saints Vitals for the specific fights where you need more damage. There's always a fight where you need more damage, trust me. So you want a ton of them. You want Bark Skin. You are the one that does Bark Skin in your group. So yeah, you have to have that on you and at all time. You are the one buffing Scylla. So I pick 2 in case I do one dungeon, and then we have to move someplace, and then we have a difficult fight, whatever. So I put another one on her if we have time to buff, and that she can survive. So yeah, 3 is instant enemy and protection from energy communal. The normal protection that Scylla resist energy, and we do the protection from energy. So that's our job. And then you have freedom of movement mostly. Blessing is nice for the fast healing mainly, and that's about it. Since you can give at level 17, it's 17 rounds, so it keeps ticking and giving back health, so it could be useful. Other than that, there's not that much. This could be useful actually. It's only a standard action, so yeah. That's it for that. Abandon casting. So then we take Deadly Aim. Goes without saying. Need more damage on her. Cleaving Shot. We have it later than Windwag. So that's an issue, but when we have it, it's the start of Act 4. And it's put to use right away. Really, we really like to have a Cleaving Shot on our range team. 6. Improve critical, mythic, longbow. Goes without saying. We get to up to +4 critical, so very nice. Expose vulnerability, nice too. At this point of the game, I always assume I'm going to hit whatever I'm aiming for, so I would rather pick more damage usually. Then we go into improve initiative mythic at 8, bigger they are at 9, and 10. Well, I don't remember what I picked. Maybe I picked flawless attack, so that the iterative attacks doesn't drop too low. I think it's decent on her. Like 46 goes to 42, goes to 38, I think. 38 goes to 34. So that's nice. I think that's what I would have picked here. Yeah, so that's it for the class and mythic path. Let's go into the gear. So the gear, I will start with the weapon. We have a ton of decent weapon here. All the bows that we use is Finian when we get it. She's the one that usually have to kill the ghost. Usually it's her and Wendwag with Bane of Spirit. So when you get Finian, you have Ghost Touch. That's what we use to kill them. That's what you get. Harrison Cray is merchant in Act 3 for Albrick's quest. So yeah, I will buy one of those. It's a +1, but it's Evil Outsider Bane, so it gives +2 better and 2d6 force damage. Evil Outsider Bane, we fight a lot against these. We can get from +1 to plus the current level with her buffing magic weapon. So yeah, we get to +4, +5 or +3. It depends what part of the game we are playing, but you can buff it and it won't be a +1 anymore. Just a little note on that spell, by the way. Weapon magic, you have to use it every time you change weapon. So I assume you have this weapon. Use weapon magic greater on this. You want to use this one for the Bane, automatic Bane on it. You have to change your weapon and then buff it again, because it doesn't transfer from one weapon to another. So that's that. Then we have Dead Eye. So Dead Eye is very nice because we are at, usually when we play Arueshalae, we are at max range, so 50 or 40 or something like that. So if we are more than 30 feet away, it gives -2 penalty to AC to the target that we hit. 2 rounds, very nice, very good. I like it. If we have a boss, that's all the more reason to use that. It gives axiomatic, so 2d6 damage against chaotic. Really nice weapon, I would say. Most of the time it's more of a boss weapon. Like if we get that first hit right into it, that's nice. To give +2 attack or -2 AC to everyone, basically. So yeah. What else? We have Saboteur. We don't use that to attack ever. That's just a weapon that we get from Woljif in Act 4 in his personal quest. If you tell him to reject his demon power, you get a +4 damage bonus for 5 minutes when you disarm a trap. Many dungeons in this game have traps, so that's a free +4 damage. Basically, when you disarm a trap, you use that weapon, you disarm the trap, you switch to another, and you should have the it's not here, but because we didn't disarm any traps, but you have a +4 for 5 minutes. If you have a ton of traps to disarm, it's going to last for 1 hour or something like that, so almost. Maybe not 1 hour, but it's very nice. It's a +4 damage. It's very much welcome. As for the gear, here we have as helmet Windmaster. We get it in Green Gates. That's level 11 basically. That's what I do first almost every time when I play the start of Act 3. Windmaster, so +4 to initiative. Goggles, start of Act 3, same thing, you have to buy. Every time you crit, the enemy suffer penalty to initiative, attacks, and perception. So you get +10 to perception, so it gives us a really nice bonus. Really nice. So very strong item. I use here the Cloak of Blood Scent. +2 when under rage, +2 attack against wounded enemies. That helps to better hit any kind of enemies that we have started hitting with Windwag or anyone else. So there's that. No rings. Usually I will put any rings. I use Martyr's Testament, A Night Outpost, Act 3 Regional Quest, immunity to mind affecting. So usually I use that. I use Merciless Shot or whatever the kind of rings you want to use. I don't use ring here to get more attacks. With Hammer of Masterpiece we get +2 attacks, so it's really nice on her. So that's that. Bracers, you have the +1 bracer of archery. That's what you use as soon as you can use it. It should stack with the Bard Song, Inspire Courage, because it's for only for ranged attack, basically. Is it supposed to stack? I don't think so, but the way the game is made, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be fixed anytime soon. It will have to be very much because it's conditional, basically. It's a competence, but conditional to bow. So anyway, if you don't have that, you can always use other bracers. Yeah, like we saw here. Rough landing, AC attack and damage against flying enemy. I would use that if I had to use any other bracers. Amulets, quick draw, insights, attack and damage, larger and bigger enemy, so always nice. +4 to initiative, very strong. The armor, alright. I use many different armor during the game. The first one I use is one that you get at the start of Act 3, which is the Delamere, in Era Steel Temple you have the Delamere relics that you can take. That gives you a free rest. I use that to give +2 to level of plant domain, and bark skin is a skill in the spell from the plant domain. So it gives you a +2 to bark skin. So at level 11 we are caster level 8, something like that. So with +2 you get to with +2 you get to level caster level 10. With there's a scimitar that you can equip that you find in the Drazen attack in at the end of Act 2. You have a scimitar that gives +1 to transmutation spells level. You equip that and you can get bark skin to level 11 if you're level 11. So assuming she's level 12, she can do a bark skin to +5 instead of +4. So that's why we use all of these items. It's to get a slight advantage on Scylla so she can tank better. So that's what we use as a first armor. When we don't need the Delamere armor, we switch it to any other that we like. Once we can cast bark skin without having to use this armor. So basically at level 15 we can cast a level 12 spells. So we can remove that armor at this point. Start of Act 4. You can use this armor that you can buy from WoTR. So every time you are invisible, all your attacks deal 6 force damage more. So it's really nice because more often than not we just do always invisibility greater on her. We have at the start of Act 4 we have our mythic path, favorite meta magic extend, so we can give some good duration on invisibility, so it can last many fights, and then you can give her sense vital and that armor, and she does a lot of good damage. It's not the kind of damage that is multiplied on a crit, but even without a crit it's decent damage. It's every attack plus 6 damage is very nice. It's almost 2 extra dice of on average it's almost 2 extra dice of sneak attack, so that's nice. Yeah, the last one that you should use, I don't have it on her, but it's going to be Life Infuser plus 8 to strength. Why is that? That's very simple. It's that we don't have to go into invisibility that way, and plus 8 is equal to a plus 4 to damage. It's less than 6 force damage, but what's nice is that it multiplies on a crit. So when you start critting, that damage is going to multiply by 4, so it's going to be very very strong. So yeah, the last armor that you use after this one, it should be this one. I don't have it on her because I was too lazy to remove that one, but this one you get it in Dance of Mask DLC. You can buy it, so use that one instead of this one for the late game. Then we have the robes. Usually there's not that much good robes. I would not use that. I tried this one. The issue is that it triggers very much rarely, and when it triggers it gives you greater invisibility for 1 round. And if you are already buffed greater invisibility, it's going to remove your current greater invisibility and give you a 1 round buff. So it's very bad. Yeah, so you choose whatever you like up until Act 5. In Act 5, I like to use this one. Is it Azata only or Aeon Azata only? I don't know. Maybe it is. But you have an aura that gives -4 to saving against compulsion. That's what we want more. Fear would be very strong, very very strong for any kind of weird spells, so very nice. And then you have you can make everyone, if they lose a will save, lose their mind. So It's basically a confusion effect that is maybe not tagged as confusion, but DC is too low to be worth anything. So yeah, that's mostly for the compulsion reduction in saving throws. That's why we use that. Mangling Frenzy. Well, I never took the time to check if that slashing damage was working when we did crit with her, but it's mostly for the physical perfection. Anyway, you would use any kind of plus strength and constitution belt anyway. That's what you would use. Plus 6 or plus anything. There's a very good one that she could have used. It's the belt that is right behind Playful Darkness. It's a inevitable excess item that gives aid to every physical stat and give you one more critical range. So you go from 19 to 17. So it's very strong. We didn't use it because that was one of the restrictions for this run. All these builds that we use right now, it's because we do those restrictions. So no inevitable excess item was part of this restriction. So that's why we use that. Gloves, big game gloves, good from the very start. You get those in Lost Chapel, yeah, but you can't start using them until you're level 11. You get Quarry. That's what I would absolutely use standard action when I have a surprise round. I wouldn't even try to attack. I would go with standard action Quarry. So that's plus 2 for her. Critical threats automatically confirm. You debuff the enemy with -2 AC, which is very strong, and they become sickened for 3 rounds. Very strong too, so -2 to save, -2 to attacks. Really nice. That item, you use it until the end of the game. At the end of the game, by level 19, you can do a Quarry as free action. So every single person in range is going to take Quarry. So reduce in AC, second. So nice debuff, very strong. The boots is going to be Ronek's Sacrifice. There's basically no other good one. At least no better one than this for her. So +1, 8 dexterity, mobility, athletics, attack, mostly attack from spell, from haste, crit, enemy if we are getting crit, but it's very rare, we don't get crit on her too much, but he's stunned if that ever happens. So yeah. That's that for the main gear. Belt item, lesser reach for the instant enemy mostly. There's nothing else much more that we need. Here you would put a Swift action, not swift action. Quicken, meta magic rod, a lesser one here. Put that here. Old grimoire, you want that for the extra spells. The level 1 are maybe a little wasted. The level 2 will always be useful, and the level 3 even more. So it's good to have that. Quiver of Rose Thorn. You get that in Act 3 from the merchant in Ulbricht's quest. 2d8 unholy damage on it, 20 units. Can give a curse of weakness if they fail the save for a few rounds. Very good. There's other quivers that we never used in all this game. Pretty sure. Those one we never use them. Maybe it works with some kind of crossbow build where you have a good crit range, maybe for Deran. Because of cleaving shot. Maybe when you do cleaving shot, it marks the enemy around, and then you can trigger the item more easily. But other than that, it's not very good. Lesser quiver, that's not per day, so it is what it is. This one I didn't use it, but I could have used it maybe on Arilu. That's very good. That's very funny because I'm pretty sure there's no save for that. So Treasure Island, Joke of Nature quiver. I think it's a perception check, if I remember correctly. So try that. 20 ammunition, that's not per day. Flaming per day, so flaming if you have any kind of enemy that's not immune to it. So maybe some undead, some plants, some anything, just flaming ammunition, very nice. Holy ammunition, it's not per day, so it's a one time only. Marksman aid, only one creature, so maybe for a boss, you have a specific boss, you want that one attack to go in and debuff. So let's say you're from very far away, you have that one attack that reach, that's -2 from this one, and that's +2 attack from this one. -2 AC, +2 attack, so +4. That's a one time only, same. So really that's it. She can use some scrolls. I gave her magic device, use magic device skills. Skills are going to be the dexterity skills, perception, magic device, athletics. So yeah, that's it for her. I think we went over everything. Oh yeah, there's the lockpicker's kit. Pretty sure there's a +3 somewhere that I didn't buy or that I didn't pick, but anyway, at this point you are already very high in trickery, so I don't know if that's very important. So yeah, that is it for this Arueshalae build. Yeah, we already talked about these spells, so that will be the end of it. So I'll see you in the next video.